When I started going to gym for the very first time, I used to be fascinated by all the big dudes with their fancy supplements, and I was not worried about my workouts, rest, proper nutrition, or sleep at that time. I used to think that only thing that's stopping me from getting this big is those fancy supplement boxes. After I started earning some money, the first thing I did was to waste a whole lot of it on those powders without understanding how the supplement works, whether they are worth the buck or not, and what are they actually supplementing. I just keep buying the stuff. There's a reason why they are called supplements, because they are supplementing what you can't get from your daily whole food. The cavemen, early bodybuilders or strongmen were not eating any supplements or powders, but still they were strong because they were eating whole foods and protein rich diet. Like in hunter-gatherer times, meat used to be the primary source of food. If you want to maximize result without overspending, and if you want to understand how the supplements actually work and whether you need them or not, then you, my friend, are in here for a treat. I will discuss the most overrated supplements in fitness industry that you might not actually need and can do better without them. And I will discuss how you can spend your money that will give you better return on investment compared to that supplement. And as always, I will use scientific evidence more and keep my personal experiences and biases to minimum. Number one supplement that is totally not worth your money if your end goal is gaining muscles and strength is glutamine. It's mostly hyped for muscle growth and recovery, but in reality it's mostly get absorbed by stomach cells, not your muscles. If you are a healthy person engaging in resistance training and not recovering from disease or illness, then its impact on strength or muscle will be zero. Studies consistently shows that it doesn't significantly boost muscle mass or strength gains in healthy individuals. Let's take a look at some studies before continuing with alternatives and whether you need it or not. Research on young adults found no notable improvements in muscle performance, body composition, or protein degradation from glutamine supplementation during weight training. Similarly, meta-analysis of clinical trials indicate it has no substantial impact on body composition or athletic performance in general. Now, there might be a question asked by someone that why is it hyped so much if it's doing almost nothing in muscular growth? There should be a reason behind all this hype because there are a lot of people in fitness taking these. Well, there is a reason behind it. The hype originated from early animal studies and cell research done more than 40 years ago in 1980s. It was done on muscle cells of rats, and they find out that muscles given extra glutamine saw protein breakdown drop by 15 to 30%. It appeared that higher glutamine levels helped the muscles hold on to its protein better. Rats given glutamine showed signs of muscle hypertrophy and boosted growth signaling in their cells, even when they were not exercising. In another study, they gave glutamine to rats and piglets, especially those facing muscle wasting situations like fasting, heavy exercise, or being treated with stress hormones. In both of these studies, they found improvements in muscle mass and strength. But here is a twist. When we left those poor animals alone and shift our focus to humans to see whether these studies will work on humans in same way or not, the studies find out that most of the humans eating well-balanced diet have an abundance of glutamine in their body without needing any supplement for it. So the extra pill for it is nothing more than a waste of money, and it will just pass through your digestive system and down the flush without giving any benefit to your muscle. If you have any such disease or recovering from illness, then it might be beneficial for you, and in this case your doctor will prescribe it to you. So yeah, get your prescriptions from doctors, not your gym bros. There are some whole foods you can eat to have healthy amounts of glutamine in your body. Since glutamine is type of amino acid, it's available in most of the protein rich foods like chicken, beef, eggs, milk, and for vegetarian folks they can try tofu, soy, beans, lentils, and nuts. The next most overhyped supplement that does not deserve your single penny are testosterone boosters. There is no scientific study backing any of these. Most of the studies are either inconclusive or were low quality. There is no scientific evidence indicating any improvements in libido, muscle mass, or energy levels through ingredients in these testosterone boosters. Most of the manufacturers rely on aggressive marketing and anecdotal testimonials rather than science. Reviews from sources like USC researchers highlight that these supplements typically have little to no measurable effect on testosterone or related outcomes. For example, ingredients like D-aspartic acid show zero or even negative effects in men doing resistance training, and overall the academic literature does not support the bold claims of muscle growth or vitality enhancement. You won't become the muscular man on the packaging after taking it. The promises like improvement of sex drive or increasing your muscle mass are false when we look at it scientifically. Experts from FDA and medical reviews agree on that. Only thing that can work for clinical deficiencies of testosterone are testosterone replacement therapy under proper medical supervision, and most of these boosters have no positive effect. Even TRT comes with its own set of problems, and it should be avoided if there is no medical need of doing it or if you are not seriously deficient. If you don't have erectile dysfunction, unexplained weight gain, or low sex drive for months, then chances are your testosterone levels are already good. If you have one of these conditions, then you can consult your doctor before considering anything. Average young healthy men's testosterone levels are more than ideal for muscle building and strength. You don't need any booster or supplement in this case. You can use that money on eating food rich in omega-3s, protein, zinc, selenium, etc. Apart from food, there are other things you can do naturally to increase your testosterone, and they will have much bigger impact than any other supplement. Smoking and drinking are big time testosterone killers. If you don't eliminate them, no amount of supplements can help you. Alcohol damages the Leydig cells in your testicles, which are actual testosterone factories, and interferes with the brain signals to tell your body to speed up the conversion of testosterone to estrogen, which is a female hormone. On the other hand, smoking destroys the blood vessels needed for hormone transport and can lead to permanent damage to your hormone producing cells. So it's in your best interest to stop smoking and drinking if you care about your testosterone levels. Do strength training and sleep 8 to 10 hours daily. Research from University of Chicago found that sleeping only 5 hours a night for just 1 week can drop testosterone levels by 10 to 15%. This is equivalent to your body aging 10 to 15 years in a single week. So in short, if you are taking care of sleep, don't drink or smoke, eating good and working out daily, that's more than enough. If you are doing it, you won't need any supplement for your testosterone. Your libido, muscle strength and overall health as a man will be at its peak naturally. If you are seriously deficient or have some health problem, then you can take TRT after consulting with professional doctor, as it is not needed for most of the cases. Now you might not agree with me on next one, but you need to give me a minute and I will save you some serious bucks without compromising on your gains. The next supplement is branch chain amino acids. Now we will discuss that in what scenarios they might be actually beneficial for you and you might need them, but I think that most of the peoples will do just fine without them. Protein is made of amino acids and there are two types of amino acids. Number one are essential amino acids that are not naturally produced by your body and you need to consume them through your regular diet. There are a total of 9 essential amino acids. Other type is non-essential amino acids that are naturally produced by your body and you don't need them in your diet. Non-essential amino acids are 11 in total. Branch chain amino acids are 3 essential amino acids that your body does not make on its own. They are leucine, isoleucine and valine. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the names right, but there you go. Now you might think that if our body is not making them on its own and we do need them for muscle building, then why not just buy a supplement for them? And you are kind of right, but not completely. The thing is that yes, we do need them, but we don't have to take them in form of a powder or supplement. If you are training and eating required protein from complete sources like eggs, chicken and tofu, you don't need any powder or supplement for these amino acids. Most of the time, sources like eggs, chicken cost way less than these supplements and they are natural. Plus they come with whole lot of other nutrients that you may not know about, but your body needs them. So in my opinion, I think it's better to get your nutrients from natural sources instead of factory made crap. Now let's discuss in what scenarios it might help you to have some branch chain amino acid supplements in your diet. Number one is fasted trainers. People who lift weights or do cardio on an empty stomach might use them to protect their muscles. Number two, extreme athletes. Marathon runners or those training multiple times a day who need to recover as fast as possible might need branch chain amino acid supplements in their diet. Number three, strict vegans. Some plant-based diets can be lower in these specific amino acids, so a supplement can help top up the tank. Number four, medical needs. Doctors sometimes use them for people with severe liver disease to help with brain function. So yeah, if you don't fall into one of this category, you don't have to spend your money on branch chain amino acids. Just eat 0.8 gram per pound of body weight protein daily from the complete sources and you are fine. With that ended, let's move to the next one. Next one are my least favorite and I just hate them. These are fat burner supplements. Most of these supplements are nothing more than caffeine and green tea extract, and with little fancy packaging and marketing, they sell it to you like it's a game changer. While mostly it's caffeine with some other useless overhyped ingredients that you don't know about or don't care enough to research about them before spending your money on it. When isolated from proper diet and exercise, most of these supplements have zero effects on fat loss. A caffeine or green tea may boost your metabolism a little bit, but you don't need to buy a fancy product for it. Your normal coffee or green tea from store will work perfectly fine, and without doing proper calories restriction in your diet and working out, they won't bring any change in amount of fat in your body. There are rare scenarios where they burn any calories, and even in those cases, you might benefit more from removing 1/4 of your taco than consuming these. You can drink normal green tea or coffee as they have other health benefits, but you don't need to buy them in form of fancy products, and they don't contribute significantly to fat loss if you are not taking care of your diet and working out daily. Much better approach would be to create a calories deficit and join a gym or do some cardio in your local park. Just be consistent with it and you will see results in real life. You can do your own research and find your maintenance calories and workout routine, or I may make a video on it in future, but you don't have to give your money to these industries as it will bring no change in your life other than making the owners of these companies rich and you poor along with being fat already. Next, overpriced and overhyped supplements are mass gainers. They are mostly high blends of protein, carbs and fats marketed for rapid muscle building and weight gain. Now first first let's discuss whether they work or not. Well, some of them might work and might help you if you are an ectomorph, aka heart gainer, but are they worth your money, or are they having some magical formula inside that will change everything? No, there's nothing like that. Most of them just have high carbs with some having high sugar, which is not always good for your health. You can actually achieve much better results in much less of a price if you go for some of the calories dense foods like nuts, almonds and olive oils. You can eat enough calories through whole foods without needing any supplements. No matter how hard of a hard gainer you are, throw some balanced amount of junk food in your diet and use calories dense foods like whole wheat pasta, oats, fruits like banana and mango, dates, raisins, sweet potatoes. Use more oils and use some amount of junk food too, as your calories requirement is already high. You can reach in calorie surplus easily with whole natural foods no matter how fast your metabolism is, and you are mostly wasting your money with mass gainers, as you can spend way less money and get much better results if you research a little bit. At the end, your body does not know whether it's a mass gainer from that high-end company or a homemade pasta. Your body only cares about macros and calories. If you are giving enough of it to your body, it will grow, and if you reduce the calories, it will choose fat or muscles as energy source. Now, in what scenarios the mass gainer is maybe helpful, and I have only one scenario for that. If you are a lazy ass who don't want to put in the effort to plan your meals and choose calories dense options, learn new recipes accordingly, and just want to eat powder from a jar, just go on, it's perfect for you. Now, if you're still watching this, there is another one I want to discuss. That's whey protein. This is useful and it's totally worth your money, and I have used it in the past, but in some scenarios like mine, most of these powders are imported from USA, and due to high taxes in my country, it costs way more than natural sources like eggs and chicken. So it's a nice to have, but you can achieve just the same without it if it's expensive, and you can compare the prices in your country or city and see if it's worth it or not. There is only one supplement I'm using right now, that's creatine, and it's awesome and you can try it too, but still even creatine is not mandatory. That's it for today guys, thanks for watching, and as always, eat well, sleep better and move more.